Yeah. Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, gotta do it right. Yeah. Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Time to throw in the towel. I've been holding on this for a while. Removing all my own skin. Crocodile, yeah, I'm washed in the blood. Made new, can't tell who I was. No, he saved me by grace. He did it just because. Yeah, my flesh was on E. Had to fill it with the spirit.
Hey, y'all know it's time to Hey,
It is
Wealthy
Marriage
Wednesday.
Welcome,
Come on,
welcome. Come on in.
Yeah,
Come
all
on
right.
in.
So this is a day like none other.
Oh.
And congratulations to all those who are having the opportunity to be able to hang out with your boy, Coach John.
And Coach Joy.
Yes, indeed, on this beautiful Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, partnership is phenomenal.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, last week we was telling y'all, we was giving you a couple different insights because we did a lot of research and obviously talked to a lot of couples. And we do couples all the time.
Yeah.
And we wrote a book about all the stuff we learned.
We did.
And the things that help couples be able to be financially empowered and go to the next level. And so today, we're going to be talking about partnership, but we're not talking about this kind of partnership.
No.
You know, because I need this kind of partnership.
Favorite.
On a day like today, I'm telling y'all, team, I need a partner like this right here who's holding it down.
Yeah.
But there's other times when you're going to need a partner who can help you to be able to get that money.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to be talking about how you cannot do it by yourself, how doing it by yourself is the wrong thing to do. And if you do it, you can go very slow and make a lot of extra work for yourself.
Yeah.
And so your job is to be able to learn how to work together with people. And we're going to help you with a guide to how to do it wrong, because we have lots of examples
we've done
of that.
Yeah.
And then we also going to share with you some things that are going right.
Yeah.
And hopefully you benefit from some of the things we've learned. And then also that you maybe can put some things in the chat that you've learned, and you can even help us with some different ideas too. But I'm telling you, partnership is the way to go.
It is.
When we start out every single thing we do, the first thing we think about is who can come with us.
Yeah.
We think about who and not how. Who is this? We believe that people are here to be able to bless us and everything that we're doing, and we're here to be a blessing to others.
That's right.
And so how can we do it together? So today we're going to be talking about partnering and being in agreement.
Yes.
This, I'm going to tell you right here, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like when you are working as a solopreneur.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, solopreneur. You're all on YouTube, finding all the information.
Doing it all yourself.
Doing it all on yourself.
Nobody helping you.
Yeah, you sitting there feeling like you immersed, you're drowning, you're swimming in it. I mean, you are doing the whole business by yourself.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's great. But look, we found out something. If you want to go fast, go alone.
But if you want to go far, go together.
Yeah, man. That's not even in the Bible, man. That's the African proverb right there. But this makes a lot of sense.
It does.
If you want to go fast, you can go faster by yourself. And this is the thing you got to understand. You can go faster by yourself. Once you get that in your head, you all by yourself. You out the gate. You making moves, you making decisions, you pushing forward, but you're going to hit a wall. Going and doing it by yourself. It's just always like that. Whether it's the lack of motivation, whether it's the lack of skills in a certain area, oftentimes it's the little push that a partner will give you, or the additional resources or tools that they have access to that you don't. And so being in partnership is beautiful. And it's really beautiful because it helps you to have sustaining power.
Absolutely.
There's some stuff when I go to the gym, and I'm going to the gym, I hit some big weights sometimes at the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, I wait for Joy to come around. And when I see her close to the machine I'm on, and then I got to get at the angle where she can see the number that the thing is on, or if it's got plates on it, I got to make sure she can see the number of the weight. If it's a dumbbell and I got the hundos, you know what I'm saying? Or if I got some big number, I'm not going to do the hundreds and Joy not around. Oh, what's the use in that? I'm not wanting to be that buff. I just want her to look at me and think that she like what she's saying when she pushing the big weight around.
It's impressive.
And if she's not looking, I'll do the grunt.
Oh my gosh.
To make sure she heard it. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm pushing some weight. I want you to take a look at this thing.
Mhm.
You know, it's something shaking over here.
Right.
And so the same thing, when you got somebody around there, somebody with you, it pushes you to the next level.
Yes.
And that's just with somebody watching you. Well, you can do that somewhat on your own.
Mhm.
But the best times when you go to the gym, you're going to lift weights that you never even thought you would lift if you had a spotter with you.
That's right.
If you had somebody who was there helping you out, even if you had somebody just there encouraging you along the journey,
oh my goodness.
you're going to lift more weight. But how much more when you got a spotter, or how much more when you got a trainer, or how much more when you got a workout partner? Well, yeah, you're going to work out harder,
Absolutely.
better, longer,
Mhm.
more sustainable,
Yeah.
because you're doing it together.
That's right. Being able to have somebody there to just the encouragement part for me is where it's at. Is because if you got somebody that you know that truly wants the best for you, truly wants the best for what y'all doing, I mean, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, and it makes it even more worth it because you're not doing it by yourself,
Big
and you get
facts,
to do
big
it together. Together.
Yeah, together is the word. And so as a partnership, so we as a couple do business together.
We do.
And everybody has different people they work with.
Mhm.
But how do you work with people who not in your family? Like people who not, like even us working together. Some people say they can't work with their family, but how do you like really structure business partnerships? And that's what we wanted to talk to you all today. It's not like the marriage partnership. Yeah, we talk plenty about marriage partnership and working together in business, all that stuff.
That's right.
It's a formula for it. You're great at it. You can be great at it. Go back and watch some other videos. But this one is specifically talking about how do you work with other people outside of your business,
Right.
and to be able to work together to grow. So what is a partnership?
Well, a team.
Yes.
Where there's two or more people
Yes.
that agree to work together to run a business. They share the work and they share the results of the work too. That means you share the profits.
Yes. This is it. Is you share the profits. So sometimes we get greedy, don't want to share. You're like, this is my money. I don't want the complication of a partner. I don't want the extra stress. I don't want the extra steps. I don't want the extra conversations. You gotta look at the benefits, because they're sharing the risk. They're sharing their network. They're sharing their resources. They're sharing their time. They're sharing their money. They're sharing all of these different things, their expertise. There's some of them are sharing their faith when you have a lack of faith. Some of them are sharing their confidence when you have a lack of confidence. I mean, there's so many wonderful things that a partners add, and partners are great. So partnership is better than money, and we're gonna prove that to you.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of benefits to partnership.
That's always the first thing that comes to my mind, is about how it lowers the risk.
That's right.
It's like, it really does. It's like, if you put in half, then you only, say if you got to put up 100,000.
Yeah.
Instead of having to put up the 100, you can put up 50, and you sharing with somebody else.
Sharing it up. And it's like, when that lower risk, there's nothing like lower risk. Like, to me, it's like if you lower the risk of your ignorance, it's like there's some stuff I don't know, Joy doesn't know, and there's a risk to ignorance. But whenever you have somebody who can advise you, who has more experience in a different area, or more access to people who know things in a different area, it lowers the risk. Knowledge, information, connections, it lowers your risk. Next up is accelerated growth potential. Just the fact is, you can get pretty fast by yourself. You can go fill out some loan forms, have a bunch of conversations, and you can get out and going. But you want to do big deals. Where do you see people buying hotels and buying skyscrapers and buying 300 unit apartments and doing it all in an individual name?
You don't.
Well, yeah, there's a few of them out there who can pull that stuff off. But in general, all that stuff is done by conglomerates of people who put their money together, sign their name together, and they do it together. If you want to grow, you want to make sure real growth requires partnership.
It does. It really does. And then there always has to be somebody on the team that just has to go a deep dive in it. We call it nerding out. And on your team, just to learn about all the new stuff that's coming out. Oh my goodness.
How many of y'all go home, you done work the whole day, and then you go home to a spouse who don't care nothing about your job? They ain't worried about nothing you had to do all day. Well, guess what? You can now You want to be able to have somebody you can nerd out with on this stuff.
Yeah.
Like somebody it's fun to learn about this stuff and learn it together.
Yeah.
Somebody who, when you're talking about it, they laugh at your little nerd joke. Like I'm telling you, you might be doing a job that might be kind of boring, but it's good when you have somebody else who understands that boring job.
That's true.
And they laugh about the little details and all those different stuff with it.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. So look. But you can actually really take a break or a vacation when you got a partnership.
That's right. And so real vacations.
Yeah.
Because your partner gets your back. So if me and Joy are out of town, we got a partner who's there touching stuff, looking at things.
That's right.
And it's easier to recover. So I'm telling you, take a loss all by yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard to dig that way out the hole. Where you got a partner, man. Them two shovels better than one shovel.
That's right. Because you can fill in a hole quicker with two than one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's nothing like the peace of mind that when you're dealing with somebody you trust, you just make better decisions. And ultimately, there's just no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You're going to make a lot more money like this. I'm telling you, partnerships are so special. Like these are the things that we don't realize at times are the big deal. But partnerships are the real deal, man. This is the stuff that really makes stuff shake is partnerships.
And it's everywhere, even in those businesses that you didn't even really know there was a partner. You hear one particular person and you be like, oh, but do you know this guy?
Right.
For instance,
well, how about this? Everybody knows about Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Well, what about his brother Roy?
Y'all know about Roy?
Y'all don't know about Roy Disney? Roy Disney was the one putting all the stuff together. Walt Disney wouldn't have been nowhere. He'd have been broke, ready to choke if it wasn't his brother Roy.
Right.
Roy put on a whole bunch of game.
That's right.
See, we know about Howard Schultz and Starbucks, but do you know about Gordon Bowker?
Who Gordon?
Do you know who Gordon is? He was the partner who actually got all that stuff going. See, like there's always people behind the scenes. Like we got this mentality sometimes, and we see on TV there's these superheroes.
Oh yeah.
You see the main character in the story on all the shows, and you start to get behind these people, and you're like, hey, and you want to be taking on that essence of a superhero.
Right.
Well, guess what? Real superheroes have partners, tons of partners.
They got a sidekick.
Not even just sidekicks. I almost said side chicks. I almost got in trouble. You see that? We can't be on Wealthy Marriage Wednesday talking about side chicks.
Right.
Well, okay. I'm just saying. All right, but sidekicks are okay, not side chicks. Side chicks bad. Sidekicks,
please.
Good. Have people working on your team with you. Have people who are lifting your arms up and keeping you undergirded in this work. But we're going to give you just a couple tips because there's some prerequisites before you go into just willy-nilly partnerships. You want to be tapped into some prerequisites. There's some things that you want to tap into. Know for sure that you're locked into on this is you got to have shared values and a shared level of integrity.
Oh yeah.
Look,
for sure.
Don't get in bed with nobody shady.
Right.
If they shady, they're not going to stop being shady just because they with you.
No.
You got to have a shared level of integrity. And so be mindful of people who you're bound to via contract or bound to via some agreement who don't have a level of integrity. This is a big deal.
That's right. Because when people show you who they are, you have to believe them.
Right.
You know, sometimes you have that good, well, maybe they'll change and do different. No,
they won't.
No.
This is a real thing because every single time we've even bought a property, come into agreement with a contract with somebody, and they started acting funny on their end, that funny acting stuff went all the way through the end.
Yep.
If they were a person who told lies on their contract or made false dispersions on there, they kept doing it all the way through the end.
Right.
Whenever there's a lack of integrity, man, it's not just a one-time lack of integrity. It's an ongoing thing.
Yep.
The person just ain't going to be a good fit. And so then also having the same expectations.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we could preach about this one.
Come on.
Is being clear about your expectations. What is it that you want to get out of this? What is it that I want to get out of it? How much are you going to work? How much am I going to work? You know, what is your expectations on the return of this thing? What if it doesn't work? I mean, you want to talk about all these different things.
I mean, because with a partner, anything can happen. So you have make sure you have it clear and it's written down.
I'm gonna pop to number 6, and it says actually likes each other. Look here. don't get into a partnership with somebody, because this is the thing, with somebody you don't like. I mean, I know the business looks good. They had a good value add. Right. They had some things that will work well together. But at the end of the day, don't ever just think, oh, it's just business. I can deal with this person.
That's right.
If you don't like them, you just gotta fall back, because sometimes you end with people that it's not going to be a sustainable thing. A joint venture is a short-term venture. I'm not talking about joint ventures. You can joint venture with anybody, or you can go to your job and work with a bunch of people you don't like. You do it all the time. But I'm talking about when you're really partnered up with somebody and y'all are in that thing together. Make sure you have something deeper than just the business that you all have in connection, even if it's something that you're building or some level of communication,
other connection.
Something that makes you all, that will keep, when the business gets a little rocky and rough, something that undergird that in different ways.
For sure.
Man, that was a whole lot of good stuff right there.
It was.
All right. And we want you to tap into this partnership 101. You should not be identical. You want to fail in a partnership, y'all both have the same skills.
Oh my.
Y'all both don't have no time. Or both of you got all time and no money.
Right.
Or both of you got the exact same skill set.
Right.
Guess what? If you gonna partner with us, I don't need another person who's coming with the same real estate skills that we got.
Exactly.
How are you helping us? Then we just gonna sit here arguing about little nuanced details.
Right.
Oh, well, I like American Standard toilet. Oh no, I like the one over here.
Just give me a Project Source.
Yeah. Oh well, hold on. What do you mean Project Source? That's another $10. See, that's why you wasteful. And now you done had an hour-long wasted life conversation over $10 worth of toilet.
Yeah.
And so why you need somebody who do all the same stuff you do?
Diversify
you want
those
people
skills.
Exactly diversified. You want people who got a whole different skill set.
That's right.
People who got different skills than what you got. Maybe they're expert in finance or marketing, or maybe this person is an expert in construction, or maybe this person is an expert in some area of the business that's different than you.
Yeah.
And they have expertise. Not that you don't know anything, but they got some expertise.
Yeah.
And guess what? Time-wise,
oh my,
if you don't have any time, why am I partnering with somebody else
they don't have no time?
Who don't have no time neither?
Yeah.
Your no time and my no time ain't helping each other.
It's not equal.
Somebody's gonna have to be the one who puts the effort time-wise into
right.
being able to make some stuff shake. And so be able to make sure that we are bringing some of these different things or money. If my money and time and skills are the same as your money and time and skills, it just ain't going to work. So we're here to tell you there's a lot of different ways to do partnerships, and our job is to help you to be able to get to the next level in your partnership.
That's right.
So our question to each of you is, who's up next?
Come on.
And so we have a program that can help you if you have a desire to build great partnerships, business partnerships that are going to make you some money in real estate specifically. Come holler at us. We'd love to be able to support for you, help guide your journey for a few months so that you can get off on a great foot. Or if you wanted to scale up your portfolio, say, hey, John and Joy, I want some consultation. I want to be able to be on the financially independent plan.
Right.
The one where you get to work for yourself and do business with your boo-boo.
Sure. So hit us up.
Hit us up.
502-632-3005.
Or you can go right to CoachJohnandJoy.com. Click the website.
Yeah.
You should just click through the website. I think you like it. We got some really good information on there.
We do.
But anyway, this has been a great conversation.
Yeah.
I love partners.
I do too.
We have going hard on partners. We still love our partners.
Oh, yeah. You're a good partner.
And you're a good partner. All right. So God bless y'all.
Have a good night.
And remember, it's always better.
So much better.
So much better.
Together.
All right. See y'all next time.